Hey guys, welcome back to another Nerditude Entertainment Productions. We are continuing the Adult Advent Calendar taste testing series. We have myself, Mrs. Nerditude, of course, Nerditude himself, Matt, and Alex, aka Man with Your Brains.
He's
Say
only
hello, Jeff.
Hello.
he's only
Hello.
got one brain. That's a lie.
You used that one yesterday. Come up with new material, sir.
Thank
It's the
you. I was going to
truth.
say that.
He's just false. It's a false flag.
All right, so let's jump right in and everybody start. Well, not everybody start, but Alex, why don't you start with the beer that you have for today?
This one that I've got today is my number 2. It's a Hoamat, Hoamat.
Whoa! You better watch what you call me.
Weiss beer. So with it being a Weiss beer, I have a feeling this is going to be a better one than yesterday's.
I think
uh,
I think we're all in for a better tasting than yesterday. So.
I'm not. You wanna know why I'm not? Because
Why
I've
is
got
that?
the same goddamn brand as yesterday's. This is the Christoffel Belgian blonde beer. It's blonde,
Okay.
which I think means it's the Miller Lite piss color beer. But it's still gonna have fake German skunk flavor. That's my if the yesterday's beer is any experience, this is gonna be PBR with skunk.
All right. So they're doing the beer calendars, and I have the wine calendars. I have one from Aldi, which would be the Chardonnay. It's a 2019 by Lodi.
Do you actually say the year?
Yeah,
It's a
it's a wine.
vintage 2020.
It's a wine. You have to.
Okay, I mean,
You know
all
what?
right. Yeah, do you?
And then from the Sam's Club Advent calendar, we have a Mary Red California red wine. So I think both of mine are going to be much better than yesterday.
This is
Much
a
better.
vintage Best Buy September 24th, 2022. A little bit of good news. This does have 1% more alcohol by volume.
Okay.
6%.
My Mary Red has 12.5%,
Jesus.
and my Chardonnay has 13.5.
You
So I
should
think
combine
Nice.
them both and then add some like juice or something and call it a
I'm
day.
working with a 5.6 right here on this one.
It's a pussy
Okay.
beer on the German spectrum.
It's still better than yesterday's, so I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
true.
We'll see.
Are we cracking them open?
Sure.
I'm just making noise for.
I can get my move on to the other one.
Yeah,
Pour
it's
mine in my
it.
glass.
I mean, what do you want me to say? It smells like a Miller Lite. It smells exactly like a fucking Miller Lite. Ridiculous.
Looks better.
Yeah, it doesn't
Looks like a
It's
Weiss.
not a piss color.
Oh,
It
wait.
does have a good color to it.
Let me put the label in front.
It's a hepatitis piss color.
Plus 10 wisdom.
What label is that? Oh, is that the Fallout?
My glass. It's no, it's there was 4 glasses, like rolling the dice.
Oh, okay.
Anthony got me those for Christmas one year, and I think my wife broke 2 of them already.
Awesome.
Uh-oh. So, for Matt and I, in addition to our alcoholic advent calendars, we also each have a cheese advent calendar.
Hmm.
As we've learned from yesterday's, Matt's is terrible. Mine has like 4 different types of Gouda, so I think I came out the winner on that one.
Let's take our first sip of this before we go to eat the cheese, though.
Sure.
Poor Matt. He's like going down further and further down that.
Like, I don't want to talk about the cheese.
Oh yeah. I think this has your orange zest from yesterday.
You lucky prick. It's better than yesterday's. It's slightly sweeter. It's smoother. It's definitely moved more into the Miller spectrum than a German beer spectrum, while maintaining a higher alcohol percentage, which I find interesting. So on to these fucking cheeses. I've got this one. This piece of shit. Now the thing about it is, none of the dates matter. Like I could just and eat that one. It's probably going to be Leicester, either red or regular. So what we'll do is we'll say day 2 is somewhere in this garbage pile of a hole. And cheddar, how inventive. Now, yesterday's had the consistency of a glue stick. In fact, I've eaten glue, it tasted better. I've never eaten glue. Like I said, I used to roll it up in my hand, though, and you roll it on the desk. So you get
paint chips, though, right?
I've never eaten paint chips. Well, not on purpose. I don't know what I was fed as a baby. How about you flaunt your awesome bullshit Gouda?
Gouda.
And then we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll take a bite and I'll try to survive it.
So again, this is the cheese calendar from Aldi. And I got the regular Gouda. I'm going to open it up.
I got this piece of horse glue.
Bird.
Not only that, but it's like a baby portion. Like, I mean, this is my.
It does honestly look like a baby cheese stick.
This is my pinky, right? And my pinky is bigger. Like,
The one she's got looks smaller than the one you have.
yeah, but it probably tastes better.
Oh. Oh, look at somebody else wants some.
What are you doing?
Easy.
For those of you that don't know, although if you are a Nerditude follower, this is the has its own cam on Matt's stream.
So this,
We call it the Yoshi cam.
I'm sharing the cam today.
this does. That'd be funny if it focuses on him. This this does smell. Like, you remember how old school cheese sticks had a certain smell? Like a not so real smell, but it was still good. This has that smell. I'm gonna take half of a bite, because once again, eating this whole thing may kill me.
Maybe a third.
Okay. So, flavor's not bad, but here we go again. It's turning into goddamn mud in my throat. Like, how do you give this, like, this isn't particularly an adult cheese calendar, right? What if some mom just bought it to throw in her kid's lunch every day, and he every day is like, he's just like looking at it, like he's finished his sandwich.
I trade you for your chips.
Like he literally, yeah, he's traded for an extra chocolate milk because he knows he's gonna need it, and he's just like, all right, guys. And everybody in the lunchroom's watching him because they know this kid is going to choke every day. And once again, I'm not going to swallow it right away. I'm going to let it... I had to swallow a little. I'm going to let it do its thing.
How big of a bite are you taking, though?
You see them. They're this fucking big. The whole thing's not the size of my pinky, so half my pinky.
I'm just taking little nibbles.
Well, I'm not a fucking rabbit. I eat like a human. You eat like a bird, do you? Let me do me. I shouldn't almost die from half a cheese stick. Fuck that. The taste is whatever. It's all got the... Have you ever eaten the Baby Bell cheese?
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain creaminess to that, but it's also kind of liquidy creamy, like a sour cream creamy. This is much more... Like, have you ever had an actual fine cheese? There's a certain dryness to it, like a Parmesan. It's got that odd sort of... Like, if you were to... I feel like if I were to take a handful of Parmesan and shotgun it into my mouth and try to salivate it, it would have much the same texture and kind of gloppiness as this does. But, I mean, it's not... It's just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't... For one thing, mainly I'm just pissed off that, like, none of these matter. Like, there is no date. Like, it annoys me. Like, it's not an advent calendar. You just figured out how to give somebody 24 pieces of cheese instead of 30. Like, that's what this is.
And where's that one from again?
Sam's Club. Literally, the bulk salespeople have figured out how to give less under the guise of... Like, an advent calendar is supposed to be like, on the second day of Christmas, I got... I'll open the little window. Oh, original. But instead it's like, on the Well, said number one was Mexicana, but I don't even know if Mexicana's in here. Like literally, it has a cheese called Double Gloucester. I'm scared of this. I truly don't know what the Double Gloucester is gonna fucking do to me. If it's double the consistency of this cheese, I mean, it's an advent calendar that's plotting my death. And I still haven't found a Mexican cheese, which is honestly
It's gonna double in
angering me.
size and block your anus.
No, I'm worried about my arteries. Once again, remember I joked about red. It's literally like, you know when you buy Halloween bagged candy, and you just buy it because you need it because it's October 29th, and you're like, fuck, I didn't get candy, and then you like, you know there's gonna be candy left over, but you realize you bought the bag that's like Smarties, Reese's, and fucking Milky Way. And the only thing left in your bowl is going to be fucking Smarties. And, I mean, I'm not a Smarties guy.
I love Smarties.
See, I don't hate them, but, like, if I'm eating candy, which I try my best not to do, it's got to be, like, a Snickers or licorice. I like licorice.
The simple candies for me is Smarties and what's the other one? Sixlets.
Oh, Sixlets are addicting because like, not only are they good, but then it's that little popping of the wrapper into your mouth. There's a certain... Jen and I got boba tea the other day when we had to go down to the north side to pick up her new Nintendo Switch. We went through up into the Skokie area, the Village Crossing, and we went to Chill Bubble Tea, and we got boba, and man, was that fucking good.
It was.
I wish there was a Chill out here, plain and simple. I would drive to Orland Park if I knew there was a legit Chill Bubble Tea out there. It's closer than the fucking north side.
Definitely liking this beer more.
This one's better. I mean, it's the blonde. I don't understand how a blonde beer has less alcohol by volume. Isn't it? Like, if you're maybe I'm just thinking maybe that's coffee standards, but blonde is supposed to be a lighter roast in the coffee world. What does it mean in beers? I don't know what it means. It's definitely oddly... Somehow it's slightly sweeter than the last one, even though the last one was supposed to have fucking orange in it. Not bad, though. Cheese, once again, tries to kill me. I don't like it.
I mean, both of my wines are on the drier side. The Chardonnay, I think, has a better flavor than the Mary Red. Mary Red is kind of just bland and your traditional red grape wine. You can basically taste I Love Lucy's feet in this one.
It's disgusting.
But I mean, it's much better than yesterday's Cabernet Sauvignon.
Much better than yesterday's Lucy's feet.
Yes, yes. Lucy washed her feet.
Lucy's feet yesterday tasted like Lucy's feet.
It's a terrible world we live in.
So, golden or blonde ale is just an easy drinking beer, and it just says it's visually appealing and it has no particular dominant malt or hop in it.
It is smoother.
And it says these beers can have honey, spices, and fruit added that might be fermented with a lager or ale yeast.
See, it doesn't say honey, but that could explain its overall slightly sweeter taste. Interesting. I'm going to break this bottle over my head when I'm done with it.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't sugar cane. All right. Alex, none of us have given numbers.
Not yet, no.
Jen, 2 out of 5. Rate your wines.
All right. Let me give a quick taste test again.
She just immediately starts projectile vomiting.
The Chardonnay, I would probably give it a 2. I don't think I would drink it on a regular basis, but if I was out to dinner or at a dinner party or a family event and all they had was Chardonnay and I wanted a glass of something, I would probably take a glass.
I would just take some Fanta.
Fanta?
Yeah, want a Fanta?
No.
Shit's delicious. Look at this lush double fisted wines. She's not gonna
The
finish
Mary
any of
Red-
them either. They're all gonna get poured out.
And yeah. The Mary Red,
Oh,
Yep. like a 1.
damn! You hate that. You don't like reds, do you?
I would give it a 1. No,
You're
I
not
mean,
a-
I'm not a fan of the dry wines.
No, I
That's
know,
prob-
but you really don't. Like, you gave the red yesterday a 0.5.
Well, it was trash.
Alex, how's yours?
So my Haumat, like I can't really pronounce it, man. Haumat Weissbier.
Battery Aziz?
I do like this a lot better than yesterday. It actually has a taste to it. It doesn't, and it feels like it's I don't know. It's got some kind of fruity taste. Like
I hear they put more hops in it.
it's got to have that orange, that missing orange that you had from yesterday.
And you know what it is? Like, if that beer yesterday would have had the orange in it, like it said, I probably would have been all about it. Because, like, I like orange. Like, I don't remember what the brand was, but when I was in Baltimore, I tried an orange beer, and it was like a local brewery in Baltimore, and the shit was delicious. Like, you know how Lino Kugel gives you that slight hint of the berry or the slight hint of the lemon in it? This orange beer, like, you got the flavor profile was like 20% orange, and the rest was a good beer. And I don't remember. I fucking, for the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of it, but it was good. My problem is like, I start looking at beers at Mariano's, and then it quickly turns into like, oh shit, they got alcoholic Mountain Dew, and that's like sugar and fucking alcohol all at once, which is double bad.
For this one though, as far as how the can looks, it's just plain to me.
You put your
So-
hand behind the can.
So presentation, it won't. No, it's not.
No,
gonna
it's
do
it's
nothing.
Chroma King it out.
It's actually in the
That's cool.
But presentation, it's not very appealing to me. It just looks like a normal can. But overall, I think this is going to be like a 3.5 for me, and I like it. I wish I had another one.
Pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is over here like he's on Amazon. He's just like, oh shit, they got it.
Next day delivery.
Right, Amazon Fresh, bitch.
You have to do the signature because it's alcohol.
Yeah, that, you know, they changed with the law change. It's such a pain in the ass because you are forced to spend anywhere between $7 and $10 extra for the sign delivery. By law now, I think, like at every vape shop I've tried to order from, all has the like $7 upcharge because you have to have a signature for that shit. And it's
Online.
like, all right, well, I'm either not gonna buy hardware online and just pick it up in shop and haggle my way to a better, because like in store this shit's expensive, but now you can't even haggle as much because they're also paying probably some sort of weird fee. You know, you can buy cigarettes in every goddamn gas station, but God forbid I order something for my vape online.
On that note,
What's your
What's
numbers?
your,
What's your numbers? Oh,
I said
3.5,
3.5.
right?
Yeah.
Mine was okay. I've already downed it. It's a slightly better. It's gonna get a 2, just like yesterday's. It's a slightly better version of the beer from yesterday. Slightly more tolerable. Not impressive. I mean, they all taste like you took a Heineken and a fucking PBR and threw them together. and I'm not digging them so far. I really do hope as the day, like, today is better progression than yesterday, but we need to kind of step this progression up to where I enjoy the fucking beer. And the cheese is still, I think, got a price on my head, so we'll see on that one.
Yeah, honestly thought I mean, I didn't put any thought into which one I was handing you.
That's a
I
lie.
no, I swear, I just handed you it. But I honestly would have thought that Sam would have had the better quality than Aldi.
Why? Sam's is the place you go to when you like if you like we do our shopping at Sam's and it's for stuff like frozen chicken, bulk shit. We know what we're getting, like 36 count eggs, shit like that, right? Sam's is good if like you don't want to cook this week and you want to find a fucking shrimp pasta dish and some fucking taquitos for the kids. Like, it's great for that. But it's terrible for selection on anything. Like, Sam's Club will have something and then the next week straight up not have it ever again.
Yeah.
And I hope they never have these fucking advent calendars again, because they will kill somebody at some point.
Note to self: just get us each a calendar from Aldi.
If you give me this Ilchester piece of shit again, it's divorce. You'll be formerly Mrs. Nerditude.
Is that all I have to do?
And then I'm going to eat 4 of these pieces at once and finish it all. All right.
Now,
Uh-oh.
question. Does your cheese calendar give you nutrition facts? Done with it, just like throwing it in the trash.
It does. 80 calories. 4 grams of saturated fat. 20 milligrams cholesterol.
Just in general, or
Well, it gives them for all of them, but they don't vary much. It's all the same goddamn fake-ass cheese.
okay. Yeah.
Actually, the only thing they vary in is some of them have slightly less sodium than the others. Or slightly less calcium, I'm sorry.
Mine generally range from 50 to 60 calories a piece.
So not only are mine not as good, but they're fatter they're worse for you. They're 20 calories more. They're gonna make me fatter, and they're also gonna try to kill me. I'm gonna
Along with the beer.
I'm gonna gain weight as I choke to death.
It ranges from 3.5 to 5 grams of fat and 3 to 4 grams of protein.
What are you trying to prove to that one, that you really did stiff me on the old cheese selection?
No, not at all. Sodium
It sounds like.
I think so.
from 105 milligrams to 125. So, it's pretty good snacking piece of cheese.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow with the next selection. At this point, not going well for me. I feel like this wasn't supposed to be a winners-losers thing, but I am definitely losing.
Yeah, I think both round 1 and 2 have gone to Alex. So
Yeah, well, you knew that you don't like
Only for looks yesterday.
you only like dessert wine. Like, what makes you think that a whole wine calendar is going to appeal to you?
whatever, it was worth a try. I don't know what to say to that. Like, I really enjoyed the Chardonnay today compared to yesterday's garbage wine.
And I marginally enjoyed the fucking blonde. I mean, it's literally the same beer, but a blonde mix. And none of these have been Christmas themed, by the way.
No.
Like, why am I not getting Christmas themed beer? Is my beer calendar...
Well-
my beer calendar is from Aldi, right?
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
the cheese, right? They should be doing the fucking beer one, right?
Well, my first beer was actually a Christmas theme. This one's not. Well, unless you consider the color and the little decoration of the.
But
hops
mine
on the
haven't
bottom.
had any Christmas reference. Like, they're just like, here's a fucking beer, asshole. Merry fucking Christmas.
I think it's in the Christophus system.
Yeah, it's Christ's beer.
Mine has a Christmas sweater with
Yeah,
it's
see?
down.
12 Wines of Christmas collection. Yeah, look at that.
Mine aren't festive at all. They're just like, fuck you, Elkie. Drink your 24 beers in one night.
Yeah, and then this one is Winter Wonderland. So I mean, that's very Christmas.
Wow.
She'll never drink another sip of that wine.
Probably not of this one, but I'm probably gonna end up finishing this one tonight.
Matt, you should try out the other one and see if you like it.
No, I'm a sweet
Good.
wines myself if I'm drinking
But
wine.
you should still try it to see if it's
Try it. You'll like it.
She's trying to alleviate her guilt from wasting it on me. Fuck off. I'm not going to be having that pawned off on me. You'll probably not
To
like
make up
it,
for
but
the
you should.
cheese.
Yeah, we'll give you some wine you don't like to make up for the awful cheese.
I can't give you more cheese with that wine, but here's some wine for that
Fuck.
wine.
I'm betting 0 so far. 2 days, 2 horseshit cheeses, 2 whatever beers. Telling you, if it doesn't look up, it's gonna be a suicide for Christmas. On air. We should do like the Impractical Jokers. Whoever hates their month worth of product has to do a humiliation. Whoever has the lowest overall average score for all the, but then we would just start spiking the score. Oh, 5 out of 5, as I'm barely choking it down. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.
Jeez.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow with the next round of probably disappointing beers for old Matt, but they'll be happy with it. So, see you then.
Have a good night.
Good night.